The Sidemen are the biggest group on the internet. We're gonna play a game of agree or disagree to find out whether we think the same as the Sidemen.
Hello.
Hello, Harry.
Do all YouTubers think
Let's
the
get
same?
into it. Yeah. Do we?
Myself and Vic Star representing the mighty Sidemen.
Okie
and
dokie.
we've got Arthur and George representing who?
The rest.
The rest of the world.
And we've got Elliot Farrer representing Elliot Farrer.
So how's this going to work? Let me tell you, Vic.
Okay.
We're
Go
going
on,
to
tell us, Harry.
pitch the question, I think, and then what we're going to do, that side is agree, that side is disagree.
We're going to do the exact same thing. Going to be pitched their question. I'm going to tell you whether I agree or not. And then we're going to have a bar that pops up and it's going to pop us from A to B, agree, disagree.
Is it acceptable to kiss your second cousin?
No.
What is a second cousin?
No, it's no.
No, the second cousin's quite close.
No.
What is a second cousin?
We can't discuss this. No, it's not okay. It is not okay. Harry, I know you're from the islands, but it's not. It can't run. It cannot run. It's not all right. No, strongly disagree, lads.
Yeah.
When you say, well, here's the thing, right?
Where?
Some cultures. The thing is, I don't want to upset some cultures. In some cultures, you can.
He makes a fair point. Yeah, but personally, I don't agree. Personally, my personal opinion is that we cannot kiss our second cousins.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not great.
It's not okay.
It's not
It's
great.
really not okay.
No.
I'm taking it as a romantic kiss. That's where my opinion's coming from. It's a romantic kiss. We are not doing the kiss on the forehead, kiss on your cheek, because you kiss your nan on the fucking cheek. Doesn't mean it's a romantic sense, you know? That's my opinion.
It doesn't go further. But
Yeah,
we're
we're on the fence at the moment.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Well, it could be like, you know, a gentle kiss on the forehead. Oh, good night, cousin.
yeah, that's still not okay.
Yeah.
That's still not okay.
If it was like, oh, blow your cousin's back out, it would strongly disagree.
Nobody asked.
Also, second cousin. We have to be careful with second cousin.
Second cousin.
Wait, we ain't blowing no. Let into a little secret. I ain't blowing no second cousin's back out. That is not happening, sir.
Okay, short form creators are less talented than long form creators.
I'm gonna put my hat in the ring here. It very much depends on what type of long form is being created versus what type of short form are being created. We've got people like Brent Rivera who nails both short form and long form, and like he's super talented. Like yes, he does maybe borrow a few ideas, but I think if you're going like the average short form content creator versus the average long form creator, I like to say they're on par. But the best long form creators, your Mr. Beast, the Sidemen, the things that have this massive production value, I think there is an edge for long form. So I'm going slightly agree that long form creators are, was it more talented? Sure, yeah. So I'm going slightly agree. Long form creators are slightly more talented. If you are a short form creator, you should be doing long form anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's slightly agree. I slightly agree with the sentiment.
I think it really depends on the show.
Yeah, you have to.
There is some that is just utter diabolical content, but there are some people that are just like very good on short form.
In general, I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
disagree.
Wait, was that short form are better than long form? Is that,
Yeah.
I think I'd be on.
Well, you're more talented, is what you're saying.
Short form creators are less talented than long
less
form.
What is short form? Can I have a definition of short?
TikToks, reels, like anything under a minute. Yeah, I would say that. It is a talent to create longer videos, or is it?
I agree with Vic. I think there is a bit more talent there to make longer videos because you're holding attention for a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a little bit more there than just like grabbing someone for that 10-second period. But also, I think the really talented short form content creators are like super talented. Do you know what I mean?
People who do short form, from my experience at least, want to move to long form in the end, and
I think
not
that's
everyone makes it across.
I'd also say like the average is brought down by things like filters and things like trending sounds, because so you just lip sync.
Also, long form is just long form is lazy in a sense, and often it is because you're just leaving everything in. Whereas to make something good and short, you've got to know what to cut and like what to. I don't know.
But I feel like in general, a short form video, more people can make them
good enough to get views
Yeah.
than if somebody
If
can.
you a 10-minute
Solidly
video.
agree.
We're in the
That
wrong
would be
place
a
then.
talent.
We're agreeing
Versus
then.
agrees that they're less talented.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I'm with
Yeah.
them.
yeah, we agree.
I'm currently sitting with a room at the minute. We're all square. We're all square. We all agree on the same thing. We don't want to shag our second cousins, and we think TikTokers aren't talented. I am only taking the piss. I'm pulling your leg. I do have to agree with everything that their sentiments so far.
Dating someone with the same name as your mum is weird.
I personally disagree.
This one's hard. This one's really difficult. Do I think that it is weird? Yes. Would I then be against doing it? That's a completely different situation. I think it's odd. I think it's very weird. My mum has a very unique name. Do I think it's strange if I found someone else called that and that ended up being my girlfriend? I do think it's strange, but I think it's more of like that's a bit weird than anything. So maybe I slightly agree that it's weird, but I wouldn't like act differently because they have the same name.
What's the likelihood of you meeting someone who has got your mum's name?
Trisha's not a very.
Is it not Trisha?
No, it's Trisha.
You're in a different boat because there's nobody called Trisha.
Yeah, I'm
So-
smart. Yeah.
I think I'm in the same boat as Harry. My mother's full name is Philippa. Maybe I might find a Pippa out there, but not a Philippa. You know, so I'm in the same boat. I'm going slightly. It's weird, right? It's a little bit weird.
Oh my god.
I disagree. I think it's like it'd be annoying and be weird, but I don't think it'd be grounds for not dating someone.
Sure.
Facts.
It's kind of like there.
Yeah.
I think we're the same.
But I'm pushing us here
Yeah.
because of the fact that my mum has a weird name, so it'd be really weird if I'm like.
Well, that's selfish, isn't it?
Hand jobs are underrated.
Now we're getting into the meat and bones, aren't we? Now we're getting into the meat and gravy. These are the important questions we want to hear. Are hand jobs underrated? Yes. If it is done properly, yes. I agree. But I've also had my fair share of horrific hand jobs. Oh, it is hard because there has been some times we've seen some dark days. But I do think hand jobs are underrated if performed correctly. Slightly agree because it can be fucking woeful.
I'm gonna disagree on that.
Yeah, massive disagree.
That's
I
such
think
shit.
they're worse than people think they are.
I can't think of much worse.
I'm terrible at giving
I can't think of much worse.
Hey guys, what are we going to find out?
Give you a quick one.
I mean, my mind's open to being changed, but I don't.
The only
It was like a double date though. I think they may be underrated because
I think they
Based
are.
on the answer.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't
So
think
actually,
anybody actually rates
rates
them.
them. So actually, we are.
No. We keep it there and we let them
Yeah, but
go
you
against us.
like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I think
no,
they
I
are
hate it,
slightly
man.
underrated.
Are they like inherently bad, or more? Is it just that most people who are not very good at them?
I think that's the answer.
I think if I found someone that was good at hand jobs, I'd be like, what? Why? Like, what a weird thing to be good at. Like,
Do you reckon if you could?
Well, then you go, hang on, stop.
something's up here. Like,
This is incredible.
But I don't think that like the hand job themselves are bad. I think
I don't mind them. Maybe yours was just a scat. Maybe that's the issue. I have had some terrible ones, so I do tend to lean towards the like agree of like they are overrated. But I think when you get a decent one, I've experienced worse things in my life.
Hamsters aren't real pets.
Hamsters aren't real pets. Right, I think I agree they are real pets, but maybe not like they're nowhere near on the level of like how much you have to take care of them as like dogs. But I'd say they are definitely real pets, surely.
oh, what a
no.
Of course they're real
agree
pets.
with that. I think a real pet.
Okay, what is our judgment of what a pet is?
an animal that you're in your home.
Yeah,
Oh, in that case, then yeah. On the scale of pets, they're
but they're more than like a fucking fish or a
yeah.
stick.
Yeah.
Like, you've
Yeah.
got to give them some kind of TLC.
Yeah, they're furry.
I agree with them.
Having more followers makes me more attractive.
Facts. Facts.
It depends. In our heads, I don't think it does.
No,
Yeah, so I think
It
But in
does.
society,
What does it? Do I subconsciously think I'm better than people? because of
Wow.
it? Maybe.
If I had 1 million followers, would I personally think I'm more attractive, or am I like factually, objectively more attractive? I think like to the general public, people will find you more attractive because you have like millions of followers. Like that statement, I think is true. Would I think I was more attractive? Probably. Let's be realistic. I probably would be more confident. Maybe not attractive wouldn't be the word, but I think I'd probably be more inclined to think I'm not of higher value. Higher value is definitely not the right word, but I'd say there's like a level where like it's success by numbers, so I'd feel successful.
I definitely feel I'm more confident than I was, but I don't know if that makes me more attractive.
Probably
That is,
does.
yeah,
But
see?
inherently,
Scientifically,
if you show the general
I
population
agree.
him, and he had
yeah,
10 followers,
Yeah.
and he had 5 million followers, in general, people find him
yeah,
he's
that's
less
Do you know,
attainable.
do you know
because
what's
he's got
also
more
a
followers,
really
right?
good argument is what we do becomes more socially acceptable the more followers we get from doing it.
Yeah.
So if I was doing like the stuff I was doing, like when I was making gaming videos at school, it was like you're a weirdo. You're
Yeah.
strange.
there's probably
But then you get views. But then you get views doing it, and it makes it okay.
Oh, so we think.
I agree.
We think more
Oh,
followers.
oh, yeah.
Makes you.
It's up
In
there.
terms
More
of
followers
other
make
people's
you more
views.
attractive.
Yeah.
In
People-
objectiveness, in
That's
nature.
just his-
I think
it's
that's
just
what
a-
people are like
It's
nowadays.
a glitch.
Everyone has a value on someone, and I think followers is added to that value. It's the same as if you're rich, people think you're more attractive. I think there's that, like, I think that's the general consensus on what I would say is the general public's opinion.
In society.
It's a sad just sort
Sad-
of look into
sad
society's
reality.
mind.
Or is
True.
it? Mr. Beast has ruined YouTube content.
I think Mr. Beast has not ruined YouTube content, but I'm more on the agree side than the disagree side. I think he's optimized YouTube content to such a way that people try and chase his success, which is unobtainable because then it doesn't stand out. That's the problem with everyone, like the beastification of YouTube. Like I think a lot of people try and stand out. He's obviously made things better by making things more like to the point and objectively like faster, but I think there's a lot of levels to it that mean that he's not ruined it, but he has in some ways because of the copycats, like kind of restricts some of the creativity and freedom that people have. My personal opinion. Slightly more agree.
No.
Yeah, I think.
He's taken it further. He's taken
I
it
think
way
so.
further.
What, disagree with them?
He's obviously way further ahead than anybody else was before, but anybody who was sort of most followed or like blowing up on YouTube, everybody always used to copy their stuff anyway.
But I guess he's taken it to like
He's
better
made it so
quality
obvious.
standards, better production, like
Yeah,
more
true.
engaging. But then if you argue what is YouTube, what we used to do, which is like pick up cameras and fuck around more in a less produced sense, then you could argue he's ruined that YouTube. But what is?
But it
YouTube?
was going to happen anyway, right? Because it was a
Yeah.
natural progression.
Yes,
and it worked for a
Yeah.
reason. That's what people wanted
Yeah,
to click.
that's what
So,
people
like,
want to click. That's what they want to watch. So if he didn't do it,
Maybe
someone
I
else would
do
do it.
agree
So
with
to
them.
blame it on him is
Yeah.
naive.
Also, I think
Yeah,
just because
I
he's
do
doing
actually
well-
agree with them. I think there's like an element of like maybe not ruined it, because maybe I don't agree that he's ruined it slightly in some ways. But I think there is a point to be said about that period of YouTube feeling incredibly oversaturated and overdone. He's not changed it in the long run. I think in like lots of ways, because a lot of people are going back to more like George and Arthur's content where they're a little bit more like lax to the camera, and it's kind of coming back to that old school OG YouTube. But they are right, there is a natural progression that was going to happen with production value and the amount of money surrounding it. People were going to make TV shows, so I think it was going to happen anyway. But I do think that there's an element that he has still led to a period of them people copying him, but maybe that's not him ruining it, that's just him setting an example, and the example that people tried to follow lacked a little bit of creativity at points, and that's what I dislike. Would be my thought process. Maybe I do disagree, but slightly disagree.
Like we tried to do like a Mr. Beast. It doesn't work for us, the Mr. Beast
No,
style video.
yeah.
We're always
We
so
don't
stiff, so you
shine
don't
on
find
that
your
kind
own
of
like.
content.
Yeah.
I do
Well, look
agree.
at that,
I agree with that.
Basically agreed again.
That has been Sidemen Agree or Disagree, and where I stand on the matters. I feel like we were relatively aligned with a lot of things, but there's a couple that we weren't aligned with. Make sure you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.